For example, I want to enjoy a man if I'm a woman. What does it mean, enjoying like a woman? It means that we must have harmonious relationships, we must easily understand each other, we must associate very gently, we must take care of each other, we must live in complete union and mutual understanding. And she thinks that man thinks the same, that he wants those harmonious relationships. A woman's psyche thinks that this is happiness just as soon as he understands it too. But I'm so unlucky because this man, he for some reason does not see these obvious things that all the other men see. For example, my friend, she met a boy and he's so courteous, he's so kind towards her. But mine is not. But he's only gentle and courteous because they've just met. It will pass for sure in time. Because first God gives presents, just as well as a mother sees the soul in her baby. When you see the soul, you only see the good things about a person, because the soul is very good and pure by nature. You are all very good and pure. If I just can see that, I will read my lecture right. The problem is that when the person wants to enjoy another person, he cannot see the soul in him. He only sees shortcomings. For instance, we want to have good time together, we have sex, it is all great, it's a honeymoon. What are all the songs about? This drive, it goes, great life. This is the real life.
La 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 la. И это просто подарки.
And these are just presents. God gives this vision of purity in the other person, and when they get acquainted, the man, he behaves right, and the woman, she behaves the way man needs. For instance, the woman, she wants gentle voice and courteousness, and the man, he behaves accordingly. But he does not really need it. Only God makes it so that they get acquainted. It is not in his nature to be gentle and courteousness. It's a woman's nature. But when meeting each other, the man, he simulates this behavior. The woman, she is very attentive and caring, and so the man behaves like this. He sees the soul in her, and God gives him this vision. It's the end goal that they can read during the life. What does man want when he meets a woman? A woman's happiness is when a woman, she believes in him, she agrees with him, looks at him rapturously, as though he's the only one in this world. When she behaves timidly and delicately, she does not press her point.
И девушка, как знакомится с парнем, он так себя ведет.
And
Она ведет
the woman, she behaves like this. She is very timid.
Соглашается.
She agrees with everything. When he says he's a pilot, she is very happy, but actually she never considered it before, that she wanted to meet a pilot. Love makes it so that the woman, she finds these things in herself. She only sees good things in the man. She is very obedient. She is devoted. But these are not womanly qualities. These are men's qualities that she reflects when associating with him. Men are obedient and devoted. They are prone to feeling rapture with something. She just copies him as a personality. But women are not obedient by nature. Later she will not see anything good in him. A woman can see such tiny details in her husband's behavior that even he doesn't notice, and she will remember it her whole life. Men are not gentle by nature. Just take two men greeting each other. Hey, Basil, how are you doing? You're growing older, but, well, you're great. Just imagine him meeting his wife and behaving like that. They have different love, men. They are not gentle. They speak roughly, and they like it. When two women meet, oh, my good one, how are you doing? Now imagine two men meeting like that. Ho, ho, ho. Maybe in the West it is possible now, because there are some great changes there. But here, I think it is still all fine.
From the
very beginning, our expectations are absolutely illusory. From the very beginning, the picture is wrong. The one you marry, and when the true picture is revealed, when sex is over, it is also weird. Other men are so gentle and courteous, and this one, he's so rude. He just walks around and demands something. And he's always been like that. All men are like that. Oleg Gennadievich, my wife, she does not fit in any lectures. She is always dissatisfied with something. She is always emotional. She dislikes this and that. Do not say this, do not say that. I must control my speech. Purity. Constantly some money are required, some things. She cannot stop. She needs this and that. She needs this no longer, she needs that. Always something new. How can I live like that? But this is a woman. This is her nature. Any woman is like that. There is nothing to do. And because people are egoistic by nature, everyone. Therefore, if I want to enjoy some person, I cannot understand him. I can only understand myself and my reflection. If he speaks gently to me, that means he is a good man, and if not, he is bad. This is egoism in women. If she is obedient, she is a good wife. If she doesn't, she is a bad wife. This is egoism in man. And he does not care what this person is like. It is impossible to understand another person when he enjoys him. And on the other side, it is all the same. We live together, we kiss and hug, we raise children, we earn money, we smile to each other, but we cannot understand each other. Why is that? Because we only enjoy each other. This is all. And in order to understand each other, we must do different things. We must have inner life, which in present times little people know about. Suffering occurs when I cannot reach the person next to me in my need to enjoy. This is the only reason for suffering. In the moment, we want happiness, and sometimes the fate dictates that the person he needs much happiness. For instance, if the woman she needs little happiness by fate, she's okay, but if she needs much, she's more sensible and vulnerable. Different situations cause her more pain, and because when a person he tends to enjoy, he tends to blame someone else for all the troubles and all the problems. If I serve and I live on a different level, I naturally see my faults. Therefore, if you see that the person close to you does not bring you as much happiness as you expected, in some respect, I start to suffer. And I try to explain him what I need in relationships with him. But the problem is that he does not need that. Because we only want to enjoy each other. And, well, it looks like a man's and a woman's body and psyche are made so that they naturally enjoy each other. But the trick is that they enjoy when there is force to enjoy. There are different periods in a person's life. In some time, he has more happiness than he needs, and he can pass on this happiness to his spouse. This mutual attraction, this sense of comfort. When there is some extra happiness, the relatives, they consume this happiness and they feel fine next to this person. When the person has less happiness, what's next? There is the feeling of injustice. For example, a simple situation. A husband comes back from work, and he's tired, he has little happiness, and his wife, she wants to enjoy relationships. Does she see that he's tired? No, she does not. She comes to him, and she greets him, she hugs him. What does she expect? She expects kind words, attention. They haven't seen each other the whole day. My darling, I was so sad, I called you, and I was home all evening. My darling, I even opened the door. I waited for you so badly. He comes tired from work. What next? How does the situation go? It's typical situation causing argument. The husband comes home when he is tired. He needs attention and care. The man, he comes home to have rest, not to serve his wife. He wants to have rest at home. This is the reason he got married. Women, they have this energy. They give relaxation. Women by nature are a bit lazy and relaxed. They like calmness. And this calmness is what men need. Man, he can get relaxed next to a woman, and that is why he gets married. He needs family. Of course, there are crazy people who need just sex, and they do not even understand that women, they give more happiness when you live with her, not just sleep with her. But such people are also there. And we have no rest. No rest, because there is no woman next to burn, but live. The chase, and a boiling blood. But sooner or later, this chase, it is over, and then there is a need for a wife. So the husband, he comes back from work, he wants some rest, and everything inside a house is made for relaxation. Such nice wallpapers, curtains and furniture, it is all so calming and relaxing. But the wife, she does not need relaxation, she wants attention. And the wife, she says, "Why didn't you look at me when you entered the house? I'm smiling at you." And he says, "Well, let me do it a bit later, I'm so tired." And she says, "You're always tired. And you say you will do it later, and then you just go and watch hockey. Just now, just once, smile at me. We met, we haven't seen each other the whole day." And he says, "Listen, I don't feel like smiling, I am tired." And she says, "Maybe you smiled at someone else there? Come on, what are you saying? I'm just tired. I worked all day. Let me have rest." No one stops you, go have rest. Why are you speaking like this to me? Why are you sending me away? Give me a hug, kiss me, and I will be rested. I cannot kiss people like that. The one who cannot even say a gentle word to me after work. And there it goes. Sound familiar? What is the problem? Why is there a disagreement? There is only one reason for that. Just the lack of energy of happiness. She was waiting and she was tired. He is tired from work, there is nothing to give, but they both want to enjoy each other. And this difference, the desire to enjoy and nothing to give, this is the fight. There are no other reasons. There is only one reason. I want to have happiness, but no one gives it to me. And this is it. This is the reason. You are only guilty that I'm hungry. Do you remember this fable by Krylov? The lamb, he was trying to understand what was his fault, why the wolf wanted to eat him. The wolf thought it over, and he realized that the only reason was because he was hungry. And the same is in the family life. And now here's the question, but maybe my close person, maybe I could find someone more selfless, because, well, this is too much. You do not even know my situation. Everything you tell, it is nothing in comparison to what happens in my life. No, everyone has it all the same. It's just that some people have more ability to be happy, and this comfortable life, it lasts longer. they enjoy each other for some longer time. And often this is the goal of life. People, they just search for someone who can enjoy them. The one who does not drink and smoke, the one who gives me flowers, was not boring. This is a dream. What does she want? She doesn't want to pass any tests. She just wants to find such person that the waterline of the ship is always above the sea. Do you understand it? It is an illusion. How can it be always above? It always goes up and down. What is the reason for arguments?
Do not
search for reasons in vain. We do not need to search for any reasons because there is one love and it is guilty of everything. It is guilty of everything, and this is it. This is the energy of life. It has spiritual nature. What is love? It is a selfless force, very pure force that brings happiness if you treat it right. But the problem is that love itself, when it goes into an egoistic, immature heart, it reveals another force, its lust, which is reason for all sufferings. When the person, he just wants to enjoy the person close to him, and he lives with this crazy desire, the same energy of love that is supposed to give happiness, it brings misery. Family life is easier for those who got acquainted in some neutral atmosphere. There are higher psychic centers, and when people get acquainted with harmony on high level, they become friends, they try to get to know each other, they do spiritual practice, they try to understand life. And people often tell me, Oleg Gennadievich, I cannot marry him. We don't, how can I say it? Well, you understand. There is no. And I say, well, even holy people, they have children. Yes. To see, the Eastern wisdom itself, it says that when people get acquainted calmly, they get to know each other, and when they understand each other, when they put each other through tests and they get married, their relationships will go down anyway. There is always lust. A woman's body always gives this desire to enjoy it. These desires, they appear anyway, there is no need to worry about it. But when at first the harmony, it was formed on the higher level, it is easier to live together, because then karma is not so hurtful, life is calmer. But everyone searches for a different thing, everyone wants this strong feeling. The strong feeling, it has nothing to do with higher psychic levels, because higher centers, they attract with something pure and very subtle. If during this lecture you get some strong feeling coming from me, that means that you do not listen to the lecture right. You must have this bright feeling, and a deep one, but not strong one. This emotional force of feelings, these are lower centers.